Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Tim Matthews with us. He's the founder of The Powerful Man. He's a men's empowerment coach, speaker, and soon-to-be author. So welcome to the show, Tim.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for joining us. We'll dive in. The first question I have for you, Tim, is what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
The best story from my life that has an underlying valuable message. Wow. To be honest, for a long time in my life, Tyler, I didn't feel I was good enough. I didn't feel like I was worthy, and I ignored my gut instinct in everything that I did, and it created a lot of chaos in my life, a lot of stress, a lot of struggle, a lot of sacrifice. So one of the biggest lessons for me is all around being able to turn down the noise, turn down the chaos, and get in tune with what feels right and have the courage to follow that and live like that, regardless of how scary it may seem.
And what's the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
Most valuable piece? These are great questions. The most valuable piece of information we should know. Do you know what? Obviously, we work with men, and for so many of our clients, they are waiting to be happy. They're waiting until they achieve a certain level of success, they reach a certain goal, they achieve a certain milestone. Whatever it is, it's very conditional. Yeah, as they achieve all that happens, it moves on to the next goal, the next milestone, and they repeat this pattern of create, conquer, next. Create, conquer, next. So one of the most valuable pieces of information, in my opinion, is do not wait to be happy. You know, it's a case of getting out of your head into your heart and learning to feel again. And open yourself up to all the lighter emotions of joy, happiness, excitement, love. And it's impossible to feel those if you're suppressing all the heavier ones too, like sadness, anger, shame, and guilt.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Best piece of overall business advice. Trust your gut instinct.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
It would be just that, to trust my gut instinct. For so long I ignored it. For so long I lived in my head. For so long I was out of tune with what it was trying to tell me. I didn't have the courage to follow it or honor it. So yeah, back then I would have said, trust it, roll with the inspiration and act on it quickly.
And in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
Oh, pace of life. Knowing when to be in your masculine and when to be in your feminine. You know, there's a time to push, to go, to be in action. There's a time to take your foot off the gas and reflect and review and refill. And it's having that balance means that you're going to be energized. You're going to have a lot of appreciation. It just leads to you loving your life.
And what's the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
The best book that I have read, the one that comes to mind right now is Conversations with God. And ultimately, the best piece of advice from that was, again, all around gut instinct and being able to be in tune with your inspiration and your excitement and follow that.
And what's your favorite quote and why?
Ooh, go within or go without. And the reason why is because I didn't go within for so long, and as a result, I went without. Yeah, sure, I generated money, and I was in a relationship and all those things, but it was very much surface level. I was surface level living. It was only when I started to go within that I was actually able to become in tune with what mattered to me, and actually start to enjoy my life and be fulfilled, and actually be rich.
Yes, I love that quote. Thanks for coming on, Tim. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
The best place online, either head to the website, thepowerfulman.com, or hit me up on Facebook, which is The Powerful Man, Tim Matthews. search Tim Matthews, but the URL is facebook.com/The Powerful Man Tim Matthews.
Perfect. Thanks again, Tim. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.